Welcome guys to this quick lecture where I'm going to tell you a little bit about running application in background. Now setting up the context of this lecture, while you run the previous Node.js application, you will see that this application will continue listening on this localhost 8080 port as we have deployed the Node.js application on this port. So this deploy job would always be in the running state. Well, it will not run forever actually. Rather, this job will run till its timeout time. As per the current settings, the current timeout is set to default of 1 hour. So with it, this deploy job will get automatically failed when its duration time exceeds the timeout time. With this behavior, GitLab will not only kill this job, but also if there are any subsequent jobs defined after this job, then those jobs or commands will never execute as the terminal is already occupied and stuck with this node application run command. And moreover, this pipeline is never going to be marked as success. Why? Because the deploy job is always going to get failed after timeout, leading the whole pipeline status to be failed. This is a problem. Obviously, we cannot let the pipeline fail, as in our case we know that the job perfectly worked and our application was successfully deployed. So how can we correct this behavior? To correct this, what we can do is we can instruct to run this node application in background and output nothing. So basically, while running a process in background, we detach the job from the terminal so that the console can be used for other commands. And for running this Node.js application in background, we have to modify this node.js run command. So here this dev null means standard output goes to dev null, which is a dummy device that does not record any output. And this thing means standard error also goes to the standard output, which we already redirected to dev null. And at last, this ampersand at the end means run this command as a background task. Now what will happen is when the control comes to this node application run command, the application will run as an independent task and the terminal is freed up immediately. So you will see the deploy stage passed as soon as the GitLab triggers the run command. Let me even demonstrate. See, the old one is still running, and if we check the latest one, see, this time the deploy stage is passed, and if at all there would have been more jobs after the deploy job, this time they would not stuck and will run immediately after the deploy job is passed. And this also makes the pipeline as passed. So yeah, that was the only motive of this lecture. See you next.